This is the Fujifilm Instax instant camera from 2009. I read a review of this that said even the cheapest Polaroid camera would seem like a Rolls Royce compared to this. And while I think that's unfair, it is a huge, ugly machine. So let's have a little walk around it. It has an electronic flash. The flash is automatic on this camera, so it will normally decide whether or not it's going to use the flash. Should you want to keep the flash on anyway, there is a button at the bottom of this little row of buttons here which controls the flash. In other words, it just switches it on. The shutter release is here. The viewfinder is on the other side of the camera. The batteries for this camera are 4 AA batteries, and the film goes in the back here. So this is an empty pack, but you can see the size of the film. This shows the actual size of the image, and it is 62 by 99 millimeters, so rectangular wide angle image. And here's the inside of the camera. So in terms of other features, this has a collapsible Fujifilm lens. It's only got 2 components, 2 elements. The focal length is 95 millimeters. The aperture of this camera is f14, and the electronic shutter is variable between 1/64th of a second and 1/200th of a second. Exposure is automatic, and there is a 2-stage focusing setup on this camera. If I turn the power on, the default focusing for this camera is here, 0.9 to 3 meters. I think that's slightly inconvenient, but that's the way they've set it up. If you want to change this to 3 meters to infinity, you press this button here. Once you've taken a picture, if you think it's too light or too dark, there is an adjustment here, so when you take the next picture, you can make it lighter, neutral, which is the same obviously, or darker. And basically that's it for the operation. You take a picture, and the image is ejected from the top of the camera. You may have noticed that there's a bit rattling around. This little lens clips on here, like this, and you can see it's got a little mirror here. So this is your selfie mode. So when the camera is set up like this, you can see your own reflection in this part of the little accessory, and it will take a selfie of you. How cute is that? Films are still available for this camera from Analog Wonderland. I don't know, I seem to be a walking advert for these guys these days. You can buy a 2-pack of film, so 20 exposures in all, 2 times 10, for £19.50. So the images from this camera work out at approximately £1 a shot. If that's your thing, then this is quite a nice little camera. Well, I say little, actually it's huge, and it's ugly, so it's not very nice at all, but it will do the job. So, the Fujifilm Instax 210.